Hello and welcome. It's Saturday. It's not Friday. Unfortunately, due to the international break on Friday, I thought I'd have a break from Spurs during the week. And seeing as nobody's doing anything on a Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock, there's no Premiership football. There's absolutely nothing. Maybe F1's going on.
There's the women's game, Sid.
And there's the women's game. Ah, there you go. So we've clashed. I've got my timings wrong then. I apologise. So we've got the women's game. Who's playing? Is it?
We're up one. We're up 1-0. We're playing Arsenal. So
big game, big game. Big up to the ladies, and I hope we absolutely smash them down the road. And yes, let's go. Come on, Spurs ladies. Let's
come on,
give
you ladies.
Saturday a better ask Sid, and let's smash them out there. So yeah, like I was saying to you, welcome to Saturday, and today I've got Spursy 141 joining me today. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you, Sid. I'm glad it's Saturday.
It is, isn't it? How's your week been?
It's been pretty full on, actually. Yeah, just happy for the weekend, really, so I can relax and just take a load off. But yeah, it's been good. It's cold.
It's cold. Yes, yeah, cold and a bit raining as well. I think it's starting to rain where we are. What about yourself?
Yeah, it's been grey all day. Yeah, so
good.
But
good.
Hey,
I know. What can we do? And one final question before we get into this. Harry Kane scores a hat-trick yesterday, and a perfect hat-trick as well. What do you think?
Yeah, I know, insane. I mean, it's what we've been waiting for, isn't it? Our Spurs fans. So hopefully, he's got his game back, and he's going to bring it back for us.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, left foot, right foot, and then the header as well. So it was an absolute perfect hat-trick. However, let me tell you this. The wife, who sat in my room here now, she was not happy with Harry Kane's performance yesterday. Her remarks were, why does he do it for England all the time? Look at him.
Yep.
Look at him. He's in the penalty box. Look at him. He's actually running. He's doing this. What does he do for Tottenham? Nothing. He just stands around. And she actually showed us his movement as well in my back room. She was showing me and the boys what Harry Kane does for Spurs and what Harry Kane does for England. And she was not convinced yesterday. She was not convinced at all. She's saying he's a fake.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, they did play Albania, right? So we've got to give them
absolutely
that. But I don't know. I agree. I think you should get your wife on, Sid, as well.
Do you know what? I've been asking her for ages. I've said to her, you can come on my one, because she's very vocal and she's very, she says
what she's talking about. Yeah.
I'm telling you. I said to her, if you don't come on my show, go on Judge Geordie's show and judge the players after one game. Yeah. Trying to convince her. She sat here shaking her head, saying, no, not happening. Not happening.
Come on.
Not happening. I know. I'll try and get her into this. So, today's show, it's about the realistic aims for the season. Now, at the beginning of the season, everyone's aims were completely different to what they are now in the last week and a half under Conte. Mm-hmm. Prior to Conte, what was your aims and hopes for the season under Nuno?
Not get relegated. I mean, yeah. I think prior to Conte joining, I think it was just see what we can do about trying to enjoy the football again, because it's just been horrible to watch up until a week ago, really, till we got the news. So my best hopes was to probably finish higher than we did last season, so maybe get into top 6 if we could. But yeah, I didn't really have too many high hopes, to be fair. So
to be fair, my hopes, I said at the beginning, I'm going to give him time. I'm going to see how long it takes for him to bed the team into the way he wants, his philosophy, his tactics.
And it takes time, right?
It takes
New manager comes in, it takes time. You can't give to Nuno's credit, he didn't have a lot of time.
No.
So,
but from what we saw from the beginning, all right, the Man City game was a cover-up. Everybody got a bit too carried away.
We played them at the right time, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We were very lucky.
Everyone said
that. Them. Yeah,
very lucky. And then the 3 games, Palace, Chelsea, and Arsenal, sort of then We thought, here we go. It's been found out. There's nothing to go. Man United as well. And the hopes just kept going further down. And it was like, realistically, I didn't expect us to get top 4. And I said that in the groups, and I said that on many shows. Top 6, I said maybe. And if we're lucky, we might get a cup. That was my aims. But after the 6-7 games, I was not hoping. I was hoping top 8 and not even a cup, to be fair.
Yeah.
You know? And then the Slim Shady, or whoever they want to call him, Mr. Contour, Mr. Conte,
slided his way in.
Godfather, he's now in, and
Don.
Everyone's hopes and dreams have changed. So
they have. Very excited. I still can't believe it, Sid. I honestly can't believe it. Every time I see him come out, I'm like, is he our coach? It's very exciting.
You know, on Twitter as well, every time you see all them pictures of him in training and pointing in that direction and on the training calls, doing this, that, you just look at him and everyone's same caption. Cannot believe he's our coach. Is this guy at Tottenham? Am I seeing things? Could it be a myth? Is it just an illusion? It is not.
And the banter as well from the other clubs has slowed down, hasn't it? Everybody's just like, oh my God. We've got to watch out for these guys. They're serious now.
I think they've all like woken up now and they thought, actually, do you know what? This is not it's not a dream. This is going to be a nightmare for some of us. Conte is actually at Spurs. So you know, it's unbelievable. So what have you made in the week and a half, 2 weeks that he's been there at Spurs at the moment?
I mean, I'm just, like I said, I'm still in awe. I'm still in shock. I'm very excited about the fact that we've got him on board. I think you can definitely see, you know, in the players that there's a spring in their step. I think, you know, our first match, wasn't it just insane, like how much they'd changed in the first, 20 minutes of the Vitesse game? It was like, what? And I know, you know, you normally have like a new manager bounce and all that kind of thing. But I think when it comes to Conte, it's like, you know, it's like we're saying, it's the Don. It's like, we got to impress this guy.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I mean, I think the Everton game, again, I mean, I can see improvement. A lot of the ratings games that I'd done, we were seeing, you know, like 3s, 4s consistently from the players for a few weeks there.
You were even marking, you were even marking players. All of a sudden, you weren't marking subs, and then one particular game or one particular player, you decided to mark him, even though he came on as a sub.
Sid, there were no stats. I bring it back to the stats. There were no stats for him. We're talking about somebody's favorite player here, by the way, guys. If you didn't see the show, Dele Alli.
Simon's favorite player.
No stats. But yeah, I mean, I can see, you know, obviously, as the saying goes, Rome wasn't built in a day. I don't like saying that about it, but it's not. He needs time, and I can just definitely see, you know, if it's not the fact that the players are just sort of in awe about having someone like that as their coach, I think they can also see, you know, that we are being serious now. So yeah, I think it's only good things for us from here on in, hopefully.
Absolutely. Just before we move on, I'd just like to give a big shout out to Mark Swift and Cody Mack. Cody Mack's on, always out and about. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming on. So Cody Mack's comment is, Conte has the chance to become a king of North London. We've already got a king in Ledley King. Of North London. But what do you think to Cody Mack's one? Conte has a chance to become a king of North London.
Yeah, I mean, if he's not already, then definitely. I think he's getting a lot of love on social media, isn't he? Everybody's loving Conte. So I don't think this guy can put a foot wrong. I mean, hopefully he proves me right there. Puts me wrong there. But
absolutely. Totally agree with you here, Cody. He could be the king of North London. You know, I mean, it's only Arteta down the other road, in it, and you know, it's not going to take much. It's not going to take long. Within a couple of weeks, I think we should be seeing that cemented and the crown being displayed on his head.
Yeah.
So Conte as a manager, right? Aims under Conte. What realistically now, since he's come in, what's changed for you, and what are you now aiming are going to be Spurs' realistic aims for the season?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'd love to say that we're going to get top 4, but But I think the safest bet really for us is to hope for top 6 again.
Okay. Even in the Conte.
I think insane. I mean, like we were saying before, he's very early into, his reign with us. It's coming into the second week now, I think.
Yeah.
Third week. I would love to think we're going to get top 4 with him, but you look at, who we're up against. There is still some really heavy players in that game. So obviously Chelsea, City, we're going to struggle still, I think, with these guys at this early stage. But yeah, I mean, I think definitely I would like to say that we can win some kind of cup. So whether it's a Carabao Cup, whether it's the Conference League, whatever it is, I think we've got a real chance there. But I just think that because it is so new, and I think it all depends on what's going to happen in January as well, isn't it? New players in, it's not just about the coach, it's about the way that the players adapt to, a new team. If they're coming from internationally, they've got to adapt to the English way of life, to the Premier League. So it's not really, for me, just down to the coach, it's down to the squad as well. So there's a lot of pressure, I think, that we're kind of putting onto Conte in this whole, we're going to get top 4. We're going to win the league. That's a very, very big statement to make there. But I think top 6 for this year, for this season. Definitely, 100%. And then, win a trophy.
See, he's now coming, about, like you said, it's about 2 weeks. He's already starting to change things around the training ground. I've heard he's banned ketchup, mayonnaise, and stuff like that.
The daddy sauce. Shout out to Hotspur Hustler on that one.
Absolutely. So he's banned all that, and I'm sure he's looking at diets as well.
Yeah.
Training methods, obviously.
Piece that came out. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yesterday, that they're saying the fitness instructors, not 1, not 2, but 3 fitness instructors have said it's the fittest. He's at his fittest at Spurs.
Yeah.
So,
which is scary, right? The fact that
scary.
In 2 weeks or something, he's
2 weeks
suddenly.
And to me, I'm thinking, is that purely down to them, or is it already
the motivation,
already working
maybe,
towards that?
Yeah, I think so.
They've just like nailed the coffin on the head and made it 100%, because I can't see anyone in 3 weeks making somebody at their peak. Fitness.
I agree.
There's got to be
he already started to slim down a bit, didn't he, under Nuno? I think we saw a photo of him. He looked.
This is it. Yeah, and I think a lot of the other players now are thinking as well that he's now come in and he's obviously put his foot down. I think the other game, was it the game? Who was it? Not Man United. What was the last game we played?
Everton. In the league,
yeah. First off, after that, he must have been screwing, right? And then that in the what was the other game? We was 3-0 up.
Up. We've not been 3-0 up in the league, not this season.
No, on the Conte.
Oh, you mean Vitesse? Vitesse.
Yeah, Vitesse.
Yeah.
And then second half, we sort of let them back into the game. So people now, I think the players have now realised this guy's not going to mess around. He's not a Nuno. Yeah. He's not going to give a shit, right? So.
And did you see? I don't know if you saw there's a clip that I think Spurs put out about him talking to Levy and Paratici about his squad. Paratici, sorry. And you're sort of like listing out, who he's got in the squad. It was a very short clip that I saw, but he's kind of explaining who he's got and why he's got them. And it was really good to see them actually putting that out into the media as well. So for everybody to see. So I like that.
And it's like you were saying, there's a lot of players he's already asked for in January, because he's obviously been there 10, 15 days. He's assessed the squad. He's given a few of them a run out at the weekend, and he's realised some of these are not good enough. Some of these ain't going to make my team.
Yeah.
I'll put them on the bench for the time being, put them in the window. But the players we rumoured he's asked for. I mean, the other day, Gareth Bale's been linked again to come back.
Yeah.
I'll come back to Gareth Bale in a little bit. But let me just give you a couple of quick stats, right? So this is Antonio Conte as a manager. At Bari, in his first full season, they were Serie B champions, right? Mm-hmm. The following season, he got them promoted to Serie A in 2009 and 10. Then he left Bari. From there, he moved. I think he moved on to Atlanta or somewhere. I'm not too sure. But then he went to Juventus. Right, 3 successive Serie A titles, 3 back to back.
Wow!
And not only that, he won the Supercoppa back to back. So in 3 years, he won 5 trophies. Now 3 consecutive titles and 2 Super Cups. That's
incredible,
unbelievable.
Isn't it? Yeah,
unbelievable. And again,
the king
remember,
of North
director
London.
of football, the king of North London. And who was the director of football? Paratici. So there we go. Then mid-season, he came into Chelsea. 2016-2017, which is the following season, champions. And I believe, I read this somewhere the other day, when he signed Conte, 2015-2016 season, I think it was, I'm not too sure. Somebody might correct me or somewhere along the lines. He said to Conte, I'm going to make you champions next season. Yeah. And that next season, he made them champions.
Oof, got shivers down my spine.
I'm telling you. And apparently Conte to this day still quotes what Conte said to him. And he said, this guy just said to me, I'm going to make you champions next season. And he did. Roll on to Inter Milan. In his first season at Inter Milan, they were the runners-up and in the Europa League final. I think they lost the final and they came second in the Serie A League. The next season, he won them the first title in 11 years.
Wow.
So this guy has got a record to say.
Get me excited here, Sid.
I know. But you know what? Facts speak for themselves.
Yeah,
this guy has gone into every single club, either mid-season or at the beginning of the season, and within a season, instant success.
Yep.
Every club.
I mean, that's yeah.
Go on. What do you think?
No, I was just going to say, like, you know, obviously it depends on, he needs to get what he wants, right? So we got to give him what he wants to get that, to make that happen. And like so many people have said before, if he doesn't get what he wants and we fail, then obviously there's there's issues at the top. So yeah, I'm very, very excited. Like I said, I mean, the best I could hope for is top 6, but you know, I would love to think that we could get into the top 4, get back into Champions League next season. Like, how amazing would that be? And then obviously to win our first trophy in how long? Yeah, it's there's a lot to come, I think. So
yeah, because I was looking at them stats, right? His career, his managerial record, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, you've gone to Bari, right, for example.
Yeah.
And in his first full season, you've made them the champions of the Serie B.
Serie A, yeah.
And then in the next season, you've promoted them to Serie A, right? And that's just poor little Bari. So you know?
Yeah.
And then Inter Milan's a massive club, and for them not to win a title in 11 years, and he's done that in his second season. Okay, you had the likes of Lukaku and players like that. Lukaku went firing in his first season. He then obviously made him the striker that he was, and Lukaku was phenomenal. And he I think the first thing he said to Lukaku was, "You're my box-to-box player." And I think he's quoted as saying that Kane is a box player. I need him in that box. If he stays in that box, he will score goals. Yeah, and this is what my wife was saying yesterday. Yesterday for England, Kane was in the box, and that's how he got his hat trick majority of the time. He wasn't on the halfway line.
He's not sitting deep like he's been doing for so long.
Exactly. So the pedigree of this guy is just unbelievable. I know people are going to say, well, at Tottenham, we haven't got the players. He's not got, you know, he's got the Celsos, the Dele Allis, the Dyers, the Sanchez's, but given time, give him a bit of what he wants.
Yeah, what he wants, give him, and you know, the big team that he's got behind him, you know, who knows what he can do to these players that have been sat idle for for way too long now. Maybe we don't need to buy. I mean, we need a bit of a shake up.
We need buys. I think the rumours are, isn't it? He's a midfielder, a defender, and a striker in January as a priority. But it's who we get. I know that it's Velosovic and the Verge and Skriniar and Kessie and all them. Whether he's gonna give. I mean, Kessie it's a free in summer or 12 million in January, but apparently he wants him big time. And from what I've read yesterday, I think, or the day before, where's he at? He's not at Juventus. Where's he at? He's at where's Kessie at, young man? AC Milan. I think they want 30 odd million for him, so I don't know. Alexander Hilton's quite excited, and he's saying, there we go. Spurs going to win the Premiership in the 22-23 season.
Yeah.
The Hotspur hustler. See, Sham. I've said it, got it right. He's saying realistic
top 6
expectations. Top 6 and a cup. I don't 100%. Care what cup it is. If we achieve anything more than this, then it's a bonus. Mike, I agree with you. A cup. Do you know what? A cup. We're in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup, right? I know West Ham have played out of their skins and they're on unbelievable performances at the moment. However, we're at home and under Conte, I can see us beating them. Yeah. Conference Cup is another one, which we can. So that's 2 cups realistically that we could potentially win. FA Cup, again, 3rd one, but top 6, and I'm going to raise Mike two cups. I'm looking at Why not?
Why not?
Absolutely.
We need to have, it's also like I've said this before as well. It's like we need to have this winning mentality in our team and in our squad. And this is something that Conte can 100% bring to our team and squad. He's a serial winner, we need to have that. It's the drive, it's the hunger, it's that winning kind of philosophy that we need to have in our team. And at the moment, it's just a bit like,
100%. And going back to what we discussed a couple of minutes ago, Mark Swift is asking, who will we get in January? So the targets are Velosovic, Kessie, the Verge, Brozovic, I've heard. There's so many.
It's just so many rumors, and it's also, I think, what happens when you get a new manager is that they're always going to be rumors of like people from their previous clubs as well. But it doesn't often happen that way. I think it's just kind of a rumor mill situation, isn't it? Makes good news for that, but
it's because these players have played under him, and he knows what kind of players they are and what they can do. I mean, the Inter Milan players, obviously, that would be a good shout because he's been at Inter Milan and he obviously won the league and everything, and he knows the type of players they are, what commitment they've got, what passion they've got, and it's worked under him. So he knows that I can bring these players in. They grafted for me at Inter Milan. I won them the title. I won them the cup. And for some of them, it might have been their first trophy. So bringing them to Spurs, they're going to be on board straight away.
Whether or not we get them, I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens.
This is the point, isn't it? It's the money, isn't it? How much is Daniel Levy going to is he going to give that 40-50 million?
I guess my question then, Sid, do you think that Kane will go in January to give us, or do we think we're keeping him then? Because
I've got a feeling, right?
Heard that Man City put up a new bid.
If City put in a new bid, right, then because they're struggling. I mean, for me, it depends on how City do between now and January. If they struggle in terms of a striker scoring goals, then I can see them coming in January for Kane. However, I've heard that Kane now wants to stay. Conte wants him to stay. And I've also heard on the not grapevine, but I've heard a lot on Twitter saying that Kane could be staying at Spurs now for that's it. Conte, he's going to stay. We've had this debate. I think we had this debate on Talking Points. I wasn't on on Wednesday, but I think they had it, and it was I think 3-on-1. Kane staying and going. Do we cash in on him? If we don't cash in on January, I think summer is going to be the last. That'll be it.
There's too many younger players coming up that people are going to want to take over Kane, unfortunately, to him. But it's how it is, right?
And Kane's now coming out as well on Twitter saying there was a lot of crap going on over the summer. My brother got, a lot of shit that he should have
I haven't
got,
seen
blah,
that.
blah, blah. Yeah, I think he's saying that he should have got all that crap and stuff like that. But I think Mike's saying here again, if we get a few signings in January, then it'll be quite quietly excited that we could achieve more. However, Conte does need time to weed out those that are on for a ride from the winners. See, the problem with this one, we've had this discussion. Conte's got to get rid of. All right, we got rid of a few in the summer, but the ones now that need to be shot off have to get like Winks, and you're gonna like this one, Delhi.
But don't we need Winks for the whole?
What do we need? I need 40 winks every night, but that's about it.
I'm not saying that that we need him. Trust me, I think he needs to go. But I think in terms of the cap that we need him for, strategically for the club, I think for some reason we need to keep him. But
is that for the English player?
Because the English player factor and the fact that he's been brought up through the Spurs academy, all that kind of stuff. But
but then the thing is, with that one, is he going to be happy to stay at Spurs? If Newcastle, for example, Newcastle come calling for him or Roma in January, he's going to be thinking, they want me, I can get game time there, or do I just stay at Spurs under Conte?
Yeah,
a bit player.
I mean, I also think that he needs to go. I'm not on the Wings bandwagon in terms of I want him to stay, but I just feel like if he does have to stay for whatever reason, then hopefully he can improve because he needs to.
Well, Alexandra Hilton's thinking here, Winks for Barella. That would be a good shout, but it wasn't Barella. Hasn't he just signed a new contract? I think until 2026. Alexandra,
sure. if let us know, Alexander.
Wrong, just let me know, please. But I'm sure he signed a contract. He's extended it to 2026, but I might be wrong. I'm not sure. But yeah, in terms of the aims, again, going back to that for the rest of the season, I think Conte sat down. I think he's set his plans out for the season. He's set his plans out. I think he's got two phases here. I think he's looking at between now and January. Let me see what I can do. Let me see if I can get a tune out of Delhi, out of Winks. Harry Kane, I need to get him back to his priority. I need to get Son firing. I need to get Ndombele firing. I need to get that middle.
Everyone. We need to get everyone firing pretty much.
Basically, that's what he's thinking. And he's also thinking in the back of his mind, okay, I know which players I'm going to get shot off, but I also need to now work a way out of getting 3 players in January, which will improve the team for me. And then we'll take it from there. I personally can't see us getting 3 players. I think we'll probably get 2 at the most.
I don't think
we'll get summer. Summer's going to be massive.
I think next season, though, I'm even more excited about what happens next season. But I think we take it. We're very patient as Spurs fans, aren't we?
we are. I mean, this is it. We've been patient for so many years. Good afternoon, Adam. Adam's saying here, Conte always has a plan for everything. Whether the players follow it is another story. However, I agree with you, Adam. Conte has a plan, but Nuno had a plan, and nobody followed Nuno's plan, and the fans got wind of it, and the fans had enough, and Man United game was the final straw. I believe. And
then we got Conte.
I believe Conte has a plan.
Yeah.
I 100% believe if you're not going to follow that plan, Conte is going to kick him out. It's simple. He's not going to mess around. He does not look like the kind of manager that is going to sit around, wait for you not to listen to what his plans are and just completely do the opposite. And I guarantee you, a couple of these players in January are going to have had enough. With Delhi. Delhi yesterday, was it the day before? Instagram. I think he was.
I haven't seen. What's he done now? Crime of the week contender?
He was promoting. You know what? Your crime of the week is going to be regular. And you might as well just leave it at Delhi. Apparently, it was the honor phones. He
Yeah.
was promoting that.
Right. Yeah, I've seen him do
Yeah,
that before, actually. So
yeah.
he's done that again.
So he's done it again.
Your mate, Sid. Your mate.
He's my mate, but you know what? I've got an honor phone. If he wants to give it to me, then I'll take it off him. That's not a problem. But he needs to stop doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
He needs to be on the pitch. He needs to be in the training ground.
exactly. I mean, we've got quite a few people tuned in. People, guys, ladies, please in the comments, give us a shout out. Please follow, like, and subscribe Paxton Road TV as well, because we're over 1,000 now. We were trying to get to 2,000. We've got our super chats. So please, we've got subscriptions. Join us. It's, you know what, come and join us on the ride. And also, please comment. I've had one or two giving us their realistic aims. I want everyone to tell me what you're hoping under Conte, what we're going to get by the end of this season. What are you going to be happy with? What are your aims? What do you want to see, basically? So bang it in the comments and we'll read as many out as well we can.
Yeah, 100%. We want to know what you guys have to think as well.
Yeah, 100%. So here we go. We've got Adam again. He's saying here, did you see that picture of Ndombele looking absolutely terrified when talking to Ndombele? Yeah, I saw that, and people were asking for quotes. So, did you see that one?
Yeah. I really want to know what he had to say then.
Yeah, that's true. Good afternoon, Entree Du. He's saying Spurs looking for the substitutes for Kane A. Son.
Kane A. Son.
Yeah, it's Blahovic is more probable to Spurs. Blahovic, I don't know. I've not heard of him. Please, Andre, please tell us who Blahovic is and who he plays for. I personally think if we're going to get a striker, we're going to get a striker to play as a 4-4-2. I can't see him dropping Kane. I think he's going to be two strikers.
Just depends what happens with Kane, doesn't it? But I agree. Yeah. I think we need to.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, let's see what Mike is saying here. Mike is saying here, Spurs need a CB and a CM playmaker and a goal-scoring right winger who could play in at number 9 role if required. That could really boost our chances of being a more successful this season. Right, Jody, let me ask you this then. A CB and a CM, potentially a playmaker and a goal-scoring right wings. Anyone in mind that you feel could fit that bill? I'll put you on the spot.
You have put me on the spot there. What's Kessie? Is he not a creative midfielder?
He's people are saying he's a creative midfielder. People are saying he's a box-to-box midfielder. So he's probably more the CM. Yeah. I'd say. Centre back. Go on. I will leave out the right wing because the right wing options there's so many out there. What about a CM? Who would you like to see coming as a CM?
CM. I think Kessie for me for a CM. Centre back.
Sorry, centre back.
No, that's cool. What are our options for centre backs? Because
looking. I've heard the Verge.
Okay, yeah.
Skriniar. They're the two that I've heard of. I've heard rumours about the Lit as well, but I'm not convinced by that one at all. I think there's better teams and bigger teams out there that could go for the Lit.
I mean, Skriniar I know more than Verge, so yeah. I mean, if he's anything better than Dyer and what we've got going on at the moment, bring him in for me.
We've got this one as a potential right winger. I think it's Hossam Aouar. There's a lot of clubs after him, and we will link with him in the summer. Arsenal are after him as well. Potentially, I think we've had this on Sid Says as well, and I think a lot of guys have said he's a quality player that coming in on the right would be quite good. But is he a Bergwijn replacement? A Moura replacement? Would you have him?
I've read some good things about Way, but yeah, for me it all comes back to what Conte can do at the moment. Yeah. It's kind of like one of those things where you're bringing in a brand new player that needs to embed into the squad. Is that going to give us immediate success for the fact that they need to, there's a lot of stuff that we don't see that happens outside of, the game that they need to sort of embed into their life before. So yeah, it's that old case thing of, do we just try and improve who we've got at the moment? We've been trying to do that for how long now? So it's obviously not worked under certain managers. And but yeah, I mean, under Conte, with his big stack squad of professionals that he's bringing with him, who knows what can happen?
True. I'm going to put a quick quote up, which is tickled Hotspur Hustler, but I'm going to quickly put it up. I'm not even going to discuss it because it's a running joke at the moment. But it's something that came up yesterday. Somebody said Conte wants to play Dele as a right wing back. We are done. We'll just leave it at we are done at that one. Mr. Spurs is saying Conte has got it right. It's about getting players working and training with each other at the training ground. That is the key. We said that before, didn't we? If players come in and if they sing to his hymn book, then it ain't gonna problem. Yeah. Cuba 99, good afternoon. It says here, afternoon all. Bastoni, Brozovic, Barella, Vlahovic, and 4 trophies would be a vaguely acceptable finish to the season, I suppose. I think Cuba 99's just woken up and is in cloud control line and he's still in disbelief that we've got
dreaming. He's hoping. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, Cuba 99. If we can achieve that, I mean,
absolutely. You know what I think? Dream. When I've got Conte in my dreams. Anyway, forget that one. Right.
Sid Christmas album coming soon, guys.
Absolutely, coming soon. We've got Grandpa Stevens. My 2 favourites streaming together. What did I do?
That's not Grandpa, that's Simon.
Simon. Sorry, Simon. What did I say, Grandpa? Simon Stevens.
Hi, Simon.
Hi, yeah. And he's 2 favourite people. Thank you very much. We aim to please. We do our best.
What did I do for such a lovely afternoon?
Hotspur Hustlers on it today. Apparently, Spurs could get 400 million without breaching FFP rules. I must add, I don't believe we will spend anywhere near that.
400 million? Wow.
Apparently, yeah, I read that as well. And Everton are only getting 35 million before they breach the FFP rules, which I don't understand. But I totally agree. 400 million, maybe over 2 windows. I can't see that happening in January.
That's a lot, right? And if we keep Kane, is that with keeping Kane or is that selling Kane?
That's keeping Kane.
Wow.
Yeah, that's great, isn't it?
All right, can I change my answer then?
Go on, do it.
We'll see.
Yeah, do you know what? Mr. Spurs is asking, do you think Bergwijn and Mora will be sold to make room for overseas players? I'll let you answer that one, Jodie.
I think I kind of did before in terms of, I don't know what Conte is going to do with our current squad. I think it's too early to see at the moment. And the fact that, if we bring in overseas players, how long is it going to take for them to embed and all that kind of stuff? So,
yeah, but I think overseas players that you bring in are going to be the ones that are comfortable and
hopefully,
won't have any problems. Yeah. I told you. What did I say to you? Grandpa Stevens. Grandpa Stevens is saying, Simon Stevens, I was Grandpa Stevens. The Jose Nuno era made me age 50 years. Conte being appointed, roll back those years, and I'm practically a rug right now. Thank you very much, Mr. Grandpa Stevens, stroke Simon, for clearing that up. I knew it was you.
That helps.
If we're your favourites, then we know our favourites as well. So big shout out. Thank you very much for that one. Cuva 99 is saying we're going to spend 400 million and we're going to lira and we're going to buy Shane Long. It's not going to happen, Shane. Cuva, we have got Conte at the wheel, and under Nuno, yes, but under Conte, no, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Oh, here we go. Craig Bowler is saying, well done to Spurs women, so close to getting our first win over Arsenal. Is it a draw then in the end?
Yeah, 1-1.
Oh, well done, ladies. Big up.
Big up, ladies.
We didn't lose, but that's a draw is a draw, and next time round we'll smash them. Well 100%. Done, ladies. Well done. And I hope all the ladies are following Paxton Road TV as well, and giving us a massive subscribe and follow and shout. So, 40 minutes in. Right. Okay. So I'm now going to ask you the serious question now, because we're going to wrap it up now.
Okay.
Everybody, before I wrap up, please give me your realistic aim now. And what there was a Twitter poll. I think I asked Sam to put a poll out, and the poll was a top 4 finish, all cups, or would you prefer just cups, just a top 4 finish, or do you want a top 4 with 1 or 2 cups?
It's a lot.
It is a lot. It is a lot.
I think we want it all, don't we?
Yeah,
but
100%.
yeah. What do people think?
Right, put it all in there, and I'm going to start with Jodie. Jodie's going to tell me what she wants, and we'll get everybody else's comments out, and let's see what they say.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think, I mean, what I want and what is realistic, I think, are two different things. So what I want, was it what I want or what's going to happen?
No, don't tell me what the Spice Girls wanted. Don't tell me what I want, what I really, really want. I tell you what I want, what I really, really want. I want your realistic aims. So
realistic aims, yeah, okay.
Realistic.
So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go back to what I think I said originally, which was, I think realistic aims for me is top 6, hopefully 5th, hopefully 4th or 3rd, but yeah, top 6. And I think I'm definitely a trophy. I think a cup trophy, Carabao Cup, Conference League, one of those guys. And maybe 2 with the the recent stats that you've put in there. I think the fact that Conte can really quickly turn teams around makes me think that maybe we can get 2.
So Jodie, you heard it first. What top 6 finish and 1, maybe 2 cups. Okay. Adam is saying top 4 with 1 cup.
Ooh, I like that.
Mike Hustler is saying the Verge and Skriniar or Milenkovic, either of them will do. Okay. But can you please tell me what your realistic aims are as well, please, Mr. Mike? Craig Bowler is saying has to be a top 4 finish now. Any cup win would be a bonus. Yeah, I agree. Random, but there was a fellow online on Mario Kart 8 the other night who was racing as an Olemi. He finished last place in every race, and now that's some dedication. Got to love Grandpa. Sean Hurley saying fat cup for me. Put our name back on that shiny. I think he means the FA Cup, doesn't he?
I think that's
or maybe a fat cup. About. I don't know. Yeah, I agree. MR Spurs, Mr. Spurs is saying top 4 and a cup win. Think that this is a more than achievable.
I'm loving the positive. I'm loving it. Like,
yeah, there you go. So a lot of people,
what we want.
Absolutely, a lot of people have gone from not even a top 6 now.
Yeah.
To top 4. Coover is saying here, okay, realism.
Wow, Coover.
Top 4 and 2 cups. Why not? Absolutely. Sean Hurley saying he meant the FA Cup. Yep, we knew that, buddy. We knew you wanted that. Okay, so
can I just add something as well, Sid? Sorry. I'm thinking I also want to throw in the stakes that the Women's League are going to get into the top 4 as well, because we got 7th last season. So top 4 for women as well. Just going to put that one in.
They've been playing quite well, haven't they, the women's team?
Yeah.
Weren't they unbeaten? And then we lost. Didn't we lose it to... They were unbeaten up until... Who did they get beat to?
That
was the first game they lost.
I missed a few games, but yeah, they've been playing really, really well this season.
Absolutely.
So big up the women. Top 4 for
hopefully 100%. And Conte coming in as well is going to spur the women as well. So it's going to have that ripple effect throughout the whole club. And big up to the ladies team. And yes, let's get that top 4. Let's get that top 4. Right. So Alexandra Hilton is saying top 4 and a Carabao Cup and a Conference League. So he's going for the 2. He's mirroring what I said, but I to be fair, I'm still not convinced.
What are you thinking, Sid? What's your...
So I'm thinking, right, top 4 for me, realistically, what you said as well. I think it's a little bit out because you got Man City, you got Chelsea, and you got Arsenal, Liverpool. They're the 3, right? Now, for me, West Ham realistically are not. At some point they're going to falter, but at the moment they're not.
They're firing right now. Yeah,
they're firing.
Yeah.
Leicester are going to come into it at some point. Man United, you can't rule them out. Okay, they've got Ole
you
at the
can
wheel.
never rule them out, but we don't know what's going to happen with that, do we? And
exactly.
Yeah.
So for me, the top three is Chelsea, Arsenal. Forget Arsenal.
Sid.
Don't forget them. Top three is Chelsea, Liverpool,
Man City.
Man
Liverpool.
City.
Yeah.
Either way, them three, right?
I think
the
so.
fourth position now, you've got West Ham, Leicester, Man United, Spurs, and Arsenal.
Yeah.
For that. Well, them five are going to be 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And for me, January window is going to be
says
massive.
It all,
now,
really, doesn't it?
Sid says he's going to be back in January to do the transfer update, and I'm going to give you the big signings we're going to get. And if we get them big signings, then I'll say top 4.
Yeah.
But if we don't, I'm saying top 6.
Let's have another show. We're going to have another one of these after the January transfer window, and then
100%.
we can reassess where we're at.
100%. And so I'm saying top 6 and potentially 2 trophies. That's me.
Yeah, that's me.
Top 6. Yeah. Let's have a look. Man United are not flying. Okay, so we've got, where's it gone? Oh, I've got top 4 in a Carabao Cup. I think big up to Umandi as well. Umandi Jumai saying basically big up Sid and Judge, a great appointment, but can't see top 4 yet. But Umandi, it depends, like I just said, it depends on who we get in January. If we get them 3 quality players, that is going to take us tenfolds up. And I think top 4, If not, potentially top 6, but the cups will come, 100%.
As long as we finish above Arsenal again. Although we don't want to be back in the Conference League, do we?
No, we don't. Paul is saying here, we need top 3 for Women's Champions League. Alexander Hilton is saying, would you put Everton in there? No, I wouldn't put Everton in there, because Everton are one of them clubs that are having a stinker at the moment, and the fans don't want Benitez. It looks like the players are sort of not binding his way. They were poor against us. We were poor, but they were poor.
But they
100%. And for me, Calvert-Lewin has to come back for Everton. If he doesn't come back sooner or later. Talking of that, have you seen that picture of him on board? Oh my God. What's he doing?
I've seen it. Yeah. I mean, each to their own, right, Sid?
It is each to their own, but him and Dele Alli, you know, they're just a marriage made in heaven, aren't they?
All for the money.
It's all about the money. Yeah, right. Mr. Spurs is saying Spurs' next big match is against Liverpool on December the 19th. Before that,
I'm going to that.
All the teams they play before this. Are you going to that?
Yes, I will be there.
We need to hook up then, because I'll be there.
Everyone who's there
before the game. Listen, everyone who's going to be there at the game, let's have a big shout out and let's all join up, and you can ask Sid in person some questions, and we might even do a little bit pre-recorded and then put it on the show.
That would be good. I know that.
But it's been 48 minutes now, and we've had a good response. We've had some good views, good people putting in comments. Please, I've said it before, please like, subscribe, follow Paxton Road, follow all our shows. Jodie's on Monday. Are you on this Monday?
No, a couple of weeks off. Have a break.
A couple of weeks off. But without all you guys, we wouldn't be where we were. We're getting up to this just over 1,000 subscriptions. We got memberships going as well. Yeah.
So, lots of stuff coming for you guys. So please keep an eye out.
Absolutely. So we've given our realistic hopes. Mike Hostler is saying, he's answered, I'm sticking top 6. Realistically, we should smash this Conference Cup now. Conte is here. Would love a cheeky domestic cup as well. Mike, I agree with you. I think you're in the same boat as me. Top 6. Conference Cup, under Conte, I agree. And like I said before, in the quarterfinals, I can't see why we can't beat West Ham at home. Because at some point, West Ham fielding their best sides in the Europa League and the Cups and the League, at some point that momentum's going to drop.
It will. Oh, I don't know. They're on fire, but I'm scared.
Exactly.
I'm scared, Sid.
But, No, we should be all right. We should be all right.
We got Conte. We got the king of North London.
Exactly,
come on, Conte.
Exactly. And on that note, I hope everyone has a lovely weekend. Thanks for tuning in on a Saturday at 3 p.m. I know the Spurs ladies were playing, and I'd like to apologise to the Spurs ladies. I didn't realise that. Otherwise, I would not collide. I wouldn't put a show out to clash with my beloved Tottenham, whether it's the men's or the women's. We are Tottenham. We are family. So, apologies. And until the next time, hope everyone has a good evening and a good weekend. And it's goodbye from me.
See you later. Have a good weekend, guys.
Yeah.